G'day folks, this is Shane. A couple of months back I purchased a Marshall DSL40CR amplifier, maybe 3 or 4 months ago now, I'm not 100% certain, and I posted a live video of me playing it, one of the first times I had it out live with my delay pedal with no other effects, and it sounded great. I got a lot of positive feedback, and I said on that video that I was going to show you my settings at the end. Now, just so you know, I actually filmed my settings and did all that stuff, but I totally forgot to import them into the project, and then in the end I didn't even add them to the video, so I apologize for that. I'm going to show you how I run this amplifier and sort of the tips and tricks I sort of can give you about getting the best sound out of it. So this is one of the new 2018 amplifiers. The only effect I use with this amp is delay, and I use it in the effects loop. I'm using the Serena digital delay. Now, it's a really nice sounding and kind of dark sounding digital delay, and I really like it. So I just set up 2 channels very similar to each other, and that way when I change channels, I'm getting a slight gain increase, but also getting a volume increase. Now, the first thing I should point out is we always run the amp on high watt mode. So full 40 watts. Running it on 20 watts, you kind of lose a lot of the oomph of the amplifier. It sounds kind of like a much smaller amp on 20 watts. So all the way up, 40 watts, and we have both of the master volumes all the way open as well. I think that's a huge part of getting the really great sound. Now, in terms of the channel volumes, on the left channel over here, we have the volume somewhere around 12 or 1 o'clock. Just depends on the room you're playing in, of course, but somewhere around there. And then I'll have the second channel on the green channel. So as you can see, when I switch channels over here, the green channel's lit up instead of the red channel. So we use the red channel on the left side, and we use the green channel on the right side. Now, these are pretty much the same as each other, but in my opinion, these are the 2 most musical channels on the amplifier. The clean channel's alright too, but I never play straight up clean. So let's have a listen to this. This is the left channel, and we're going to give this a shot. I also run the reverb with basically the classic all the way up and the ultra 3/4 of the way up. This reverb is not very prominent at all. That's why I run it the way that I do. And as you can see from the bass, middle and treble, that's right about where I have it. Just depends on the room as well. So let's give this a shot. Now, that might be too dirty for some people already, but all you have to do is just turn your volume down, it cleans up. And back up. So I can essentially go from clean to lead tones just by using my volume control. So when I change channel, you basically just get more of that. Let's try it now with the delay in the effects loop on. And the cool thing is, being that these channels are so similar, you can just basically turn your volume down and it still cleans up. So my tip with this amplifier is, like I mentioned at the start, to turn Master 1 and Master 2 all the way up. Just leave them all the way. You'll get the most out of the amplifier once you have those cranked, and then set the channel volumes accordingly. To my ear, and this is just me, I would only take this into a room where I know I could turn it up. So having the amp at 12 o'clock on the channel volumes is where it's at, or above. 1 o'clock is, I reckon, the sweet spot for this particular amp. I won't generally put the amp or get the amp any more crunchy or dirty than where it is right now. I think it sounds great. So as I said before, this is with just the left channel on. Second channel. And then that channel again with a little bit of delay. Now I have a lot of people ask me, do I still use a pedal board? Absolutely, but not necessarily with this amp. I use it with the Bandit on occasion, but I always use it when I play my Fender Blues Deluxe amplifier. We'll do some more videos following up how I set all the amps and maybe how I run the effects into them and why I chose the ones that I did. Thanks again for watching, and apologies again for not adding this particular section to the prior video. I did get a close-up of the amp where I explained exactly what I was doing now, but without the playing. So I thought I'd follow it up with a playing/settings video, because I know a lot of people are still asking me till this day about my settings. So hope that was helpful. Give it a go, and depending on what guitar you play, you might need a little more treble, might need a little less treble. But when you're playing live, where I've got the bass and mids is a pretty cool sweet spot. Depends on the room, depends on the guitar. So use your ears, trust your ears. But that's how I set mine, so I hope it helps. Thanks again for watching. My name's Shane. I'll catch you soon. See ya. See ya.